Guys of Reddit, is post-nut clarity a real thing? What is it like? It's like walking in on yourself. It's kinda like magic TBH. The second you come. It's like a pressure relief valve. As soon as it's been all realized, you don't feel horny anymore. It gets your mind off girls so you can study. It's the difference between going to the grocery store hungry versus not hungry. Closest way I can describe it is going from starving to stuffed while mid-biting your meal. Me pre-nut. I gotta buy an Oculus Rift. I gotta try VRPRN. It's only $400. Me post-nut. Before ding, I miss her a lot. After, she isn't right for me though. It is real. It feels like, what the FCK did I just do? Now I gotta get rid of this body. It's more like being very horny clouds your judgment. When you come, that's all gone in a flash and you're back to normal. It's a sudden change in brain chemistry that does it. Yes. It sometimes even happens before I nut and I just look at the PRN and think, why am I masturbating to this? It's nut clarity. The worst kind. Pre-nut. I need these 15 tabs open. Once I finish, I'm going to keep going and watch each of these. I'm gonna quit my job and just nut non-stop forever. Post-nut. Well. That was just silly. Why did I waste 20 minutes curating those? Not gonna do that again. It's the realization that your kinks you're getting off on are really weird. Makes you wonder how you got here in the first place. When horny AF. I need to DM my ex. She is so hot. And she is not so toxic after all. After rubbing one out. FCK that bitch. I deserve better. Pre-nut me. Yeah, this is hot. Post-nut me. It's 100% real. It's the difference between, oh yeah, this is a totally reasonable rate for this OnlyFans account to see this girl, and what the FCK, why would anyone pay money for any OnlyFans account? Full stop. Pre-nut. This is the hottest thing I've ever seen. Post-nut. I experience post-nut clarity as a woman. The things I think about when I'm at my most aroused are disgusting, and as soon as I climax, I'm turned off by my own imagination. Yes. But it doesn't last very long. So, like everyone says, you're super horny and all you can think of is big butts and sweet thick thighs and beautiful breasts. Then, immediately after nutting, it's like, oh shit, I need to get my taxes done by the end of next week. And I've been meaning to clear out all that shit behind the garage, shouldn't take more than an hour or two. And when I remodel this kitchen, I'm going with antique white cabinets and light colored countertops to offset the dark tile on the floor. So all this stuff starts rushing through your head. But by the time you actually try to do any of that stuff, you're already horny again and the whole cycle repeats itself. At least, that's how it is for me. It's real. Pre-nut, this PRN isn't too disgusting. It's the sudden sharp loss of sexual desire. It does not interfere with my feelings of love or tenderness towards my partner. It can feel luxurious and relaxing and wonderful. Very real. I will be browsing escort sites, getting worked up, convincing myself I should call. I'm not in a position financially to be spending $200 to $300 like that. As soon as I nut, there is a sense of relief that I didn't call. What a waste it would have been. Every damn day. Best way to describe it. Pre. Their step siblings. Post. Bruce Banner walking through the city and seeing what the Hulk has done to it. LPT. Guys. Rub one out before the date so your mind isn't clouded with wanting to get some and instead is focused on actually getting to know the person. I think it's a bit of a misnomer. It's more of a pre-nut fog. Do guys get post-nut clarity as in feelings of disgust, shame or regret after sleeping with their girlfriends? No way. I had casual sex once and never again, and that was the only time I had that with a real person. Suddenly it was like, who is this naked stranger in my bed and why are they sweaty? With actual partners all that changes is that I'm suddenly not aroused anymore. Which just means I want to cuddle, talk, sleep with them. As in actual sleep. Anyone who has ever had sex with a guy where he was totally into you until the second he came knows that it's real. You start to analyze everything more thoroughly. Also, you are low-key disgusted by yourself after the deed. Definitely real. And it feels like looking back at the horrifying, disgusting PRN that you just ejaculated to and wondering what it says about you as a person. I am not a guy. But I can confirm it is real for girls too. Pre-nut. I need a girlfriend. Post-nut. Nope. Hell on earth. Low self-esteem gained. Whatever you just found attractive is no longer attractive. The PRN you're jerking to? The girl you just FK'd? None of it is desirable anymore. Like a dog chasing a car. Well, I find my inhibitions are seriously lowered when I'm horny. Far worse than when I'm drunk. So, post-nut I get some brain back. In 1818 German philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer described the post-orgasm moment of clarity as devil's laughter. Explaining, they have fulfilled their need to reproduce and are momentarily caught in the abyss of meaninglessness. Personally, I lose all libido suddenly and immediately at the exact post-orgasm moment. As if transported again to the real, boring, caution-demanding regular world. No longer feeling any desire to continue at what you were just doing. A sudden realization where you could hear yourself saying, okay, what the FCK? Why was I even acting like that? That was definitely not my true self. F-king weird sh*t. Just let me do something else now. Absolutely. All jokes aside, it's 100% real. It lasts for maybe 3 minutes or less. It's when all feelings of horniness are completely gone from your brain. You feel completely different than just a few seconds ago. You look down at your sticky dick and think, why do we have to be horny? Why do we have to jerk off? It's such a distraction. Think of all the awful things that happen when people are horny. Sexual assault, rape, child molestation, STDs, etc. The only reason we're horny is because it's hardwired into our brains. We, as a species, are designed to regularly have sex in order to reproduce and spread. Why can't we just never be horny? And only have sex to have children? Now that I'm not horny, I have zero interest in sex. Being horny is just awful. It's just pure irrationality. I'm hungry. In short, post-nut clarity feels like all or most irrationality is removed from your brain. Complete regret. You feel disgusted. No matter what you just jacked off to. Cringe-worthy pizza delivery PRN or hardcore furry PRN. As soon as you're done, you feel such an intense feeling of regret, failure and shame. Dude, it's just some PRN. You didn't drive a school bus of 5th graders off a bridge. Enjoy your furry pizza PRN. Wash your hands and live your life. You know that women experience this too, right? Edit. Wow, I never thought my most awarded comment would be about nutting. Thanks for the gold. Yeah. It's called an orgasm. It is and it isn't. I mean, it's not like a holy shit I just came and now I have this wondrous epiphany of what I must do or have a better attitude towards something. At the same time, sometimes being horny does FCK with your head and you waste hours trying to find that perfect clip or video that could have been better utilized. It's more of regret at times. The worst part is busting the nut and still wanting to see her. Wow. I have absolutely no self-control and personal agency accountability before an orgasm. Minus 99% of these posts. Absolutely bullshit. I'm a dude and I'm sane before and after I nut. I am always horny, but somehow I don't use my horny feelings as a preface to be a horrible person. Is an orgasm amazing? Yes. Does it clear your mind and give you a rush of enjoyment? Yes. But if you believe that this is the only time you're not a slave to your libido, you're probably just an asshole. Yes. Only it's less of clarity and just regret and disappointment in the world. As an ugly female, it's very real and you just feel bad about yourself afterwards. Or at least I do. Depends what I just nutted to or. Owen. F-king my ex again after not making that mistake for 8 months. Knowing that I'm going to be dealing with at minimum 2 months of crap. Yeah, I feel bad about myself. Trip to P-Rum Hub? Less bad.